Welcome to today's Coffee and Conversation. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and let's have a conversation. Hey everyone. I was just sitting here thinking of everything that's going on in the world and how we go through our day, and we're just extremely busy, that we can go through the whole day, we can go through several days, even the whole week, without actually spending time and even hearing from God. We hear about everything else. We hear about the pandemic that's going on. We hear about people's financial woes. We hear about our own troubles. We hear about everything. But we don't hear the word of God because we're so busy focusing on other things. We're so busy focusing on the noise. And we have to get to a point to where we just put everything aside and said, I need to dedicate this time to God. I need to dedicate this time to hear from the one who's able to take care of my situation. I need to hear from the one who's able to speak to my hurting spirit, to speak to my hurting soul. I need to hear from the one who can speak a word and make everything all right. We live in a fallen world where the enemy is not going to allow us. He's not going to give us time to spend with God. He's not going to say, you know what, I've bombarded you with all this stuff, and now I'm going to just give you a couple minutes to spend time with God. No, he's not. So we have to take that time for ourselves. We have to sacrifice some of the things that we want to do what we need to do, which is to spend time in the presence of God, to be replenished and to get our strength back and to gain focus and just to hear what God has to say. To spend time in his word and to spend time in praise and worship, to spend time in prayer and just to spend time just quiet, just to hear from God. We need to take time to just get away from the noise. So I encourage every single one of you just to take some time and just spend time in the presence of God, just to spend time reading and just to spend time just silent, waiting to hear, not always saying something, not always talking to God, but ready to receive. Because we have a problem where we always want to tell God something, but we really don't want to sit back and hear. So we have to take that time to really focus and hear what God has to tell us. Because his words, it's like strength to our bones. It helps us to refocus and replenish us and to get us through this hectic week. And sometimes he may want to tell us to speak to someone else. He give us a word for someone else, but if we're not listening, then we can't speak that word, the word that someone is really needing to hear. So take that time, spend time with God, and hear what he has to say. He may just need to tell you how much he loves you. And regardless of what you have done and what you have gone through, he will never stop loving you. And he'll always be there. All right, everyone. Take care. God bless always.